Hi, Abraham. I want to talk a little bit about co-creation, and I want to use a quick example.
Because everything is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. And it gets a little complicated when there's so many people creating
But
with
who do
each
you
other.
think is your primary co-creative partner?
Me?
And?
My source?
Me and me.
Yeah.
Me and
for
me.
sure.
So as long as you've got that cooperation going on, then everything else will be clearer at any rate. Yeah.
So one time I was watching a basketball game at home, and it was a big, playoff or something. And the home team had seconds to get their final shot, and the guy threw and it missed. And I knew that in the vortex it went in. But I also knew that there was thousands of people watching in on this game that were influencing possibly how it went. I'm curious, in a situation like that, did I still create that reality? Or was it the person that threw the ball, or was it everybody watching in? I'm just kind of curious how it works on big scales like that.
There is involvement from everyone who has any interest in it. There is involvement and some form of influence. Of course, anyone who's really tuned in, tapped in, turned on, who has sincere interest in something, has stronger influence. Esther feels fairly certain that she can help. And she discovered pretty early on in her wanting to help that hindering the other team isn't the kind of help. So, yes, everything is part of it, yes.
Okay, so it emphasizes that being aligned is key because it's our own influence.
Nothing is better than the person with his hand on the ball being in alignment. Because when he's in alignment, he has not only the resources of strength and agility and hand-eye coordination and all of that he's been practicing, but he's in the moment. He has this broader perspective of understanding the laws of physics to perfection. And so once he's allowed himself through his training, hear these words because we're offering them very deliberately. Through his training, he has allowed himself to believe. The training isn't what makes it possible for him to make that basket. The training is what makes him believe in the connection to that broader understanding that helps him make that basket. You see what we are getting at? We want to explain that to you in this way because this applies more specifically to what most of you are doing. Through the years, we've offered many processes to help you think thoughts that feel better, understand the value of feeling better, getting to a place of feeling better. In other words, every process is about helping you feel better. And yet, recently, we've been saying to you that the thing that we really would prefer that you all do is just meditate so that you get your contrasting thoughts out of the way, so that you allow your full connection to your broader perspective, so that you let in this moment path of least resistance response from the universe, moving you closer and closer toward what you want. And so it sounds a little bit like we are now replacing all processes with simply the process of meditation, and really we sort of kind of are in that sense. However, all of those processes have been helpful in helping you to believe more in your ability to create. All of it has been preparing you for the profound leverage of connection. Anybody who's tuned in, who in some moment is tuned in, could throw a ball at a basket and hit it if they were really tuned in, because the broader perspective of them knows what it's going to take to get this body in whatever state it's in to be able to do that. And someone absolutely aligned would be able to do that. But the trick is remaining in alignment. And so the more that people develop their bodies and the more that people practice, then the more they come to expect or perceive themselves as capable of doing that. Then they get into what you often describe as that chaotic mixture of so many thoughts, and we say that chaotic mixture of so many distractions, so many things that distract you from your true and sincere purpose in any moment in time. So what we're really talking about with all of these too many words that we're finding is focus. We're really talking about focus. Focus in any moment. And the first focus that we're looking for is the first question that we put to you. Focus into alignment with source, and then. And then. The analogy that we've been offering recently that amuses Esther so much that she wants us to use it, it's like vacuuming your floor and not plugging the vacuum cleaner into the electrical outlet.
I love that one.
So you're really not vacuuming, but you are going through the motions. And if anyone's looking with a camera that has no sound, they would think you were doing a really good job because you're covering every